Hello and welcome to another eCYCM electronic course you can Malcolm, if you're wondering why I've dropped an E in there. And I would just like to point out that we don't condone dropping E's here at Course You Can Malcolm. This is of course a family show-ish, but mainly because we don't want the Merry White House Brigade on our backs. So, thank you for joining us for the second online Course You Can Malcolm. Now, I'll be honest with you, when we went to do this last week, we had no idea if it was going to work, if the format we'd chosen was going to be the right thing, and if it was going to be successful. But it appeared to be, which is a good thing, because with the season ending prematurely, we thought that Malcolm's was dead and buried. However, we have risen, which with resurrections being very much in vogue at this time of year, that's quite a good bit of timing from us. And while I'm referencing Jesus Christ, we've actually been talking about him quite a bit here at CYCM. And we've come to the conclusion that he would have been a fan of Course You Can Malcolm, because not only was he a socialist, but he was also a United fan. And I'll tell you why. He was a socialist because he fought against greed, he championed the poor, he spread the word of equality, he had the initials JC, just like a socialist politician famous in this country, and he had long scruffy hair and wore sandals, a telltale sign that he was in fact a socialist. But however, he was also a United fan. And if you're thinking, well, he's talking a load of rubbish, well, think about this. Okay, he was the first celebrity United fan well before Mick Hucknall and Zoe Barr started banging on about it, thinking it was cool. He was the first one. Now, we know this because it's actually hidden in plain sight in the Bible. Now, I've been reading the Bible recently because I've got a lot of time on my hands, and also because it's like a fascinating read. It's full of like murder and wars and talking snakes and incest. It's got the lot. But contained in amongst all that violence and weird stuff, there are actual snippets that give away the fact that he is a United fan. And I'm going to read some of them to you now, and then you can make your own mind up if I'm talking nonsense or not. So first up, we've got a comment from him here, which is from Luke 18:25. And it says, "It is easier for a football club with pre-tax profits of £42 million that tries to furlough its staff to go through the eye of a needle than it is for them to enter the kingdom of God." Again, that's from Luke 18:25. Wise, oddly specific words from Jesus there, but there you go. Here's another one. "Love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. But not those clad in garments of laser blue, for they are massive, lying divs." And that's from the book of Andre 5:0. Next up, take this one. "Beware the gluttonous, for his undergarments could burst at any moment. Only a fool would stand near St. Luke of Shaw when he bends over." And that's from the book of Papa John 2:15. And finally, if you still aren't convinced he's a CYCM fan, then just take this comment from him as well, and I think you'll have made your mind up by then. "Blessed are the tater ash makers." And that's from the book of Brian 19:99. I would also like to say as well, if there is anyone from the Bible Belt of America watching this and you've been offended by me comparing Jesus to a socialist, then, well, do you know what? You don't believe in universal healthcare, and you probably own about 17 tigers. So I'm not that bothered about offending you. But if you are looking for someone to blame, then just blame it on Carol Baskin. She's coming for your tigers. Think on. Right, I've gone on a massive tangent, so I'm going to bring it back now and tell you what we've got for you today. I'm just going to read this out because we've got a jam-packed show for you today. First up, we have got singer-songwriter and FC fan Mark Millward playing for us, and he is also a wearer of some fine badges. Now, that isn't anything cryptic at all. He just has good badges. I felt you should know that. Next up, we have got the return of the poet, Angry Bear. And he'll have COVID-19 on its toes, not only with his fists, but with his hard-hitting lyrical prowess. And it is a wonder why the World Health Organization didn't go to him first, but there you go. Now, after that, we've got something new for you. The first of two special From the Archive moments. This is a play performed at eCYCM back in the Berry days, written by and starring FC's own James Quinn, plus his acting companion John Henshaw, and obviously you'll know them from, amongst other things, Early Doors, and this is called At the End of the Day. You're in for a treat with this one. Next up, another new feature, because we just can't stop with the new features at the moment. Now, if you've seen the film reviews written on The Soul Is One by Dr. Swinefingers, you'll know how good they are. And, well, he's now made the leap from the message board to the small screen, and it is Barry Norman-tastic. So, again, another little treat for you there. Next up, we have got singer-songwriter Matt Hill, formerly known as Quiet Loner. Now, he offers a British take on folk and Americana, and we are very, very excited to have him, so we're looking forward to that. And then to finish with the second of the From the Archive section, we have got the Japanese band My Way, My Love, and they were the first ever band to play at Corsican Malcolm all those years ago, and we have got the footage and we're going to show it to you. Now, they are the biggest thing to come out of Japan since Godzilla and all the other big monster lads, so again, you are in for a treat. Sort of. You'll see when you see it. Anyway, that's enough from me now. Just one final thing. Please remember, if you can, to donate to FC United today. It's one of the main reasons we're doing this. Obviously, there's no money coming in for the club. So if you could donate what you would have spent to match day if you were going to be there today, or really, if you can just donate anything you can afford, it would be very much appreciated. The link is www.fcum.org.uk/donation. If you could click on that, maybe give a little donation to the club. As I said, it'll all help. Right, I have waffled on for far too long. So, sit back, have a beer, and here is Corsican Malcolm. Cheers.